viewers, welcome to ERi-TV English news broadcast for this hour. I'm your reporter Rasa Batakhla, and following are the major headlines for today. President ERi arrives in Cairo today, 12 July. Seminar on labor law organized in Segeneti subzone. Iranian president kicked off his African tour today, July 12. And China successfully launches the first methane liquid rocket. On your local reports, President ERi, on the invitation of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of Egypt, arrived in Cairo in the mid-morning hours of today, July 12, to attend the summit of leaders of the neighboring countries of Sudan. The summit that will convene tomorrow, 13 July, will discuss ways and means to end the conflict in Sudan. Upon arrival at Cairo International Airport, President ERi was accorded a warm welcome by Dr. Ashraf Sobhi, Minister of Youth and Sports. The presidential delegation includes Mr. Usman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Presidential Advisor Mr. Yemane Gabrab. The Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare branch in Segeneti subzone organized a seminar on labour law for employers and workers in the subzone on 6 July. The seminar, in which over 200 people took part, was focused on the rights and responsibilities of workers, the relationship between employers and workers, as well as role of the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare and the follow-up of workers' conditions. Noting that fully understanding the labour law has a significant contribution to the relations between employers and workers, Ms. Kudusan Tawalde, head of the office branch, gave a briefing on the safety of workers at workplace as well as the responsibility of workers. In the same vein, a seminar on controlling harmful practices was organized on 9 July to the residents of 3 administrative areas of Segeneti subzone. At the seminar, Mr. Abdul Qadir Haj, administrator of the subzone, called for strong participation in the effort to eradicate harmful practices. On your last local report, at an assessment meeting conducted, the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the Ansaba region reported that strong effort has been exerted to develop the overall capacity of the youth in the region. The assessment meeting was attended by representatives of the union from all the subzones of the region, as well as partners and invited guests. According to the report presented at the meeting, strong efforts have been carried out to expand the youth organization at all levels. Civic education has been organized for 2,357 students, including 1,343 females, and vocational training in various fields has been organized for a number of youth in the region. Mr. Marcos Grmatian, head of political and organizational affairs at the union branch, commended the participation of the youth in the region and national affairs and called for more participation for a better outcome. Pointing out that the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students has been exerting commendable effort to develop the overall capacity of the youth, Mr. Saleh Ahmedin, chairman of the union, called for preserving the achievements already registered and exerting more effort for a better outcome. Dear viewers, still to come is your international report after the short break. Welcome back. Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi kicked off his African tour today, July 12. Kenya's foreign ministry said that the visit had been delayed for a key memorandum of understanding to be finalized. The statement said Presidents Ruto and Raisi would have a bilateral meeting. Iran seeks to boost economic and political ties with Kenya, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Middle East senior expert Kamyar Babak broke down for African News the stakes of the African outreach. According to this expert, since the U.S. unilaterally abandoned the nuclear deal in 2018, Tehran has been looking to diversify its relationships. So looking at the potential in these 3 African countries in particular and the volume of the African market in general, this really seems promising. Babak has also stated that in recent months, Iran has stepped up its diplomacy. If the signature of deals is anticipated for the first trip to Africa by an Iranian leader in 11 years, sanctions on the Middle Eastern nation remain a problem. On your final report, a private Chinese company launched into orbit today, July 12, the world's first methane liquid oxygen rocket, beating U.S. rivals and sending what could become the next generation of launch vehicles into space. The Zhuku-2 carrier rocket blasted off at 9 a.m. from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in northwest China and completed its flight according to plan, state media reported. It was the second attempt by Beijing-based Land Space, one of the earliest firms in China's commercial launch sector, to launch the Zhuku-2. According to reports, the first attempt in December failed. Today's launch put China ahead of U.S. rivals, including Elon Musk's SpaceX and Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, and the race to launch carrier vehicles fueled by methane, which is deemed less polluting, safer, cheaper, and a suitable propellant in a reusable rocket. That was all for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching. But now let's have a quick recap of the major headlines. President Isaias Afwerki arrives in Cairo today, 12 July. Seminar on labor law organized in Serengeti subzone. Iranian president kicked off his African tour today, July 12. And China successfully launches the first methane liquid rocket. Dear viewers, thanks again and have a good one.